Hello and welcome. We're back at for FormulaTalks, the Racing League, and we're here at Canadian Grand Prix after the rather weird and disappointing race of Hungary. So we're looking for redemption in this race, and as you could see, we're here in qualifying, and I was trying to begin my first run, but I already invalidated my lap at the first corner. So second run, I went provisional full with a 1 minute 8.7, but that's 9/10 slower than I could actually go. So let's say 1 second. So of course I try again, and to secure the pole position I have for now. So going into the first two corners, I'm improving just a little bit, and going into this fast chicane here, I improve even more. A bit of a slide, but I'm 1/10 up. So that's the purple sector, and now going into this DRS zone, putting it into overtake shortly, but I realized that it will deplete my ERS too quickly to last the whole lap, so I put it in hot lap again. Now putting it into high, we're almost 2/10 up. Now even more coming out of this corner, getting a good exit, overtake mode on this long straight. Well, not that long, but it's longer than it's the longest of the whole track. Going into the last chicane here, and as you can see, just went a little bit too narrow, and I was half a second up. As you can see on the delta, that would have been a 1 minute 8.178, but got invalidated just at the last corner, which is really unfortunate. So I tried again on my last sets of fresh softs. I had 4 runs, I guess. No, not my last set, but my second last set of softs, I believe. But I'm behind Galactic Nerd here, Sam, and I was thinking that he had put a hot lap in already, and that he was on his in lap. So I tried to pick the slipstream with it, but he doesn't seem to slow down. But I keep pushing on, of course, because I want that pole position. I'm now in 3rd place, which is not good, and I can surely get pole. That's just very obvious. But I was when starting the lap, I thought Sam was going to pull into the pits or something, but he didn't, and now he's on the second hot lap, and as you can see, his lights are flashing, which means he had run out of ERS, and that means he's right in front of me, which sort of compromises my run through the last corner. And again I invalidate my lap, so I start 5th on the grid, and I was really disappointed and angry at that moment, because I thought Sam had just ruined my lap, but in the end it wasn't his fault. He just wanted to get another good hot lap in for the second time in a row, because the first one didn't go well for him. So in the end it is my fault, big misunderstanding. Starting from 5th place at the start here, getting a good start, but going into the first, well actually second corner, I made a little bit of contact with Felix, so I got overtook by Alex, and I tried to hang it around the outside there because I don't want to get stuck behind him. And yeah, I really was thinking here that I had the pace advantage over everyone, because that it would have been pole, and I want to get past everyone as soon as possible, which led to some let's say, desperate mistakes or moves. So I got past him again, but he is right beside me on the straight. And as you could see earlier, I had a little bit of damage at this moment, just a little bit lighter green, right part of the front wing. So that's going to cost me a little bit of time, but still I can catch up to the group in front again. But this battling was just a waste of time, and yeah, that's not what we want. As I got my first warning of the race, I try not to get another one into this corner. It's really easy to do that into the left-hander, rather too narrow, but I get away with it. So only one warning, and now lap 3. FormulaTalks is trying to overtake Felix on the straight. Goes down the inside at the last chicane, and I tried to make to get advantage of it, and as you can see I get a much better run because of that. And I go down the inside, I just brake a little bit late and tried to keep the momentum, but Felix turns into me, which meant he went on the grass. Here's his POV. So as you can see, I went a little bit wide, but I wanted to not kill my momentum, and he didn't really expect me to go a little bit wide into turn 2, so that's unfortunate for him, but we're past him. Now chasing FormulaTalks, trying to overtake him. And earlier they both went side by side into the last chicane, and that really messes up the run. Yeah, it cost a lot of time, and as you could see, I made the best well, I had the best chance of getting him. So seam goes a little bit wide out of turn 2, but it's not a big problem for him. But he is under pressure from me. I put a little bit of pressure on him. I'm going to have a DRS down the straight, so into overtake and ridge, I'm putting it back to high and none, because I knew this wasn't going to work in the straight, but I'm right behind it. So gotta stay right behind him so I can get a good run on him going onto the long straight. And now trying to chase him, I get tapped behind like by Alex, which really fucked up my run, I have to say. And that would have been, surely there would have been a chance of taking Seam. But Alex just misjudged his braking a little bit, and that meant I had to wait one lap longer, which is really unfortunate because this cost me a lot of time. Now side by side going into the chicane, Seam decides to pit though, and so does Alex, as he glitching a little bit on the screen. I don't know why that happened. And the little lag spike of Seam as well. This is going to be my in lap because my tires are dead bono. And watch your behind on the medium tires, he surely has much better wear on his tires. As you can see here, going way too wide into the hairpin, and it gives him a run on me. He got the DRS for sure. I'm not going to defend the inside because I'm going into the pits. He surely has to know that. So he overtakes me, but he goes a little bit to the left, which costs me to spin, of course. Yeah, and that doesn't help at all to have a chance at winning this race. That's cost me a lot of time, and that just really sucks.
Go now.
Of course, I went full throttle a little bit longer because I was going to pull into the pits, and he just goes to the left a little bit too much and
Okay, you only have to stop once
just
now.
doesn't
Stop left.
think about it really. I don't know how to say it right now. And that's really unfortunate. Now I'm in 12th place, which could have been, yeah, I think 5th, 4th place at that moment. So I'm going to try and fight back. Next lap this is. Sam and Marcel are battling, and Sam spins, making contact with Marcel, and that means he's going in. I went into him because I just couldn't avoid it. He lets me go. I don't know why he did that really, but yeah, this just really sucks. So I decided to pit this lap again. It's absolutely not what you want. So putting on the hard tire, changing front wing, and trying to go to the end of the race, because there's no other chance of getting a good result unless I get a safety car, or I mean a safety car gets deployed. That was really unfortunate. The contact also between those two guys, and then I just couldn't go anywhere. That's really unfortunate. So fighting my way back, I'm catching Brendan again, number 1. I've overtaken, or I was already in front of F1 lap, so no worries. And here, out of this chicane, the car just slides away really weirdly, because maybe I went on the throttle just an inch too early, and that caused me to spin. So I had to pit again. Well, yes, I had to pit again, otherwise I would have lost so much pace. And I fitted on the medium tires again. So maybe I'll go to the end, but Jeff wants me to fit on the soft tires, but I think those mediums can last long enough. And I'm in 13th place now, actually last place, because Summer X Wintertime has retired, and I'm chasing FormulaTalks here because I've been lapped, and that means I could get DRS as I'm closing in, and he's chasing the race leader right now, BK. He was also the pole sitter, and BK is doing a really good job at this moment, holding the lead, but Sim is closing in very quickly. And as BK said, he had really much pace. He was surprised that he was able to close in on him so quickly. So going into the last chicane here, and then heading into 19th lap. And the only thing I could hope for now to have a chance at least getting some decent points is a safety car. And it was really what I was hoping for. It was my only hope to get at least 6th place or something, as I almost did a mistake like Vettel did, but that didn't really compromise my exit that much, because I do have DRS on scene, because no matter what, in what lap you are, or if you're lapped or not, you will have DRS on the car in front if he's within 1 second of you, and that's the case. So I do have DRS, and that saves me a lot of time, really. It helps me catching up to Harry in front in the Renault. So on the straight, putting it into high and rich as always, making the most use of the engine and of the power. And that was quite entertaining, sitting behind the leaders, being able to hold their pace, but it also hurts a bit to see, because then you know you could have been in the lead at that moment. Now 3 laps later or something, 2 laps later, I'm following Harry. He goes a little bit wide as he is on the hard tires. He's on all the hards, and I'm on slightly newer mediums, so I passed him quite easily, to be honest. He didn't fight me too much because he just knew that I had the pace over him, so he surely will try to follow me now. Next up is MAXTAWAN. He's 15.8 seconds in front, also on the hard tires, and I am convinced that I have the pace of uncertain. There you go. 6 laps later, I'm chasing MAXTAWAN for 11th place and going down the inside at the chicane, side by side actually, and he leaves the room, and a big respect for him for leaving space, and that let me overtake him. So Marcel just went out of the pits, fitting on new softs, so he will surely have more pace than I do on my old mediums, and I'll probably not catch up to him. Well, surely I am not going to be catching up, and I'm managing fuel in the RS quite well now. Nothing special, and just keeping the pace really. Well, actually 8/10 down on my fastest lap, but that's just always the case with one of the tires. And I'm asking about him, and Jeff is saying that he has a 28-second time penalty in total, so that means if I don't pit, I will surely be in his window to get 10th place for 1 point. And I didn't give a damn about it. I don't know why, but I just went into pits for new softs, which wasn't needed at all because I had enough life in these tires left to finish the race. So I got lapped again. PK wins his first race of the season. Actually second on track, but first for real. And yeah, he's the only one with me getting no penalty. That's nice. But in the end, really disappointing. And I was just really unlucky in this race, I have to say. Also in qualifying, really unlucky. But we keep going on. Next race is in Monaco. Surely that will be a difficult one. And until then, goodbye.